The situation in Iran that completely remains grim, with at least 36 people losing their lives in the violence. Amid nationwide protests in Iran over economic distress, a video has surfaced showing a police officer killed in a drive-by shooting in the southeastern province of Sistan and Balochistan. The clip shows an unidentified assailant leaning out of a car window with only the tip of the gun visible, firing repeatedly at the officer's vehicle until it veers off the road and crashes. Meanwhile, protests and unrest continue across Iran. In Bandar Abbas, people staged demonstrations against the regime, while in Tehran, protesters toppled and destroyed a statue of Qasem Soleimani, former head of the Quds force of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps, that's the IRGC. In Mashhad, protesters tore down the Iranian flag. This follows clashes between protesters and security forces in Tehran, where crowds chanted "Death to Khamenei" slogans. I can hear very faint. Massive protests in the streets of Iran, this after the economic crisis that the country faces. It has been a country that has been facing crisis for many years because of sanctions by the United States of America. But of late, after Trump's hardened position against and after what happened in Venezuela, things seem to have gone from bad to worse. And now the regime is in a catch-22 situation wherein they're looking at how they will either engage the civilians, or should they act against the civilians, then Trump administration will act against them. So a catch-22 situation, what's going to happen from here on is the big question, because this is where the people have come out in the streets, not because of the rights question in Iran, but more so to do with the economic collapse. Many can't afford basic necessities, and that certainly has become a problem. There are many areas where there have been clashes between police forces and the civilians, and that really has caused a lot of worry. The international community is watching very closely what happens in Iran. India Today has been speaking to various experts, and most of them have been saying that after Venezuela, while all eyes are on other Caribbean and Latin American countries, the focus should also remain on Iran. This is a clear regime change playbook of the American state, where there has been unrest, questions being asked of the regime. And the next step would be, should the regime act against the protesters, America will have a reason then to go in. So a serious situation. And in all this, because of the regional and global instability that this could cause, the focus is also going to be on how China and Russia are going to look at the situation, whether they'll come to the rescue of their old ally and partner, Iran. That you're seeing of protests in Iran, that's the top story that we have been focusing on and will be focusing on, whether if Iran is going to be the next country in the realm of a Trump target, or whether if they will be able to manage quelling these protests. But for that to happen, the economic crisis has to be tackled with by the regime.